All right, so here's a video tour of 101 Degrace in Nigadoo, New Brunswick. I'm just standing here at the start of the driveway. So this is the private road that runs up from Rue Principale, and it is opened up by the municipality, but there is a right-of-way that is deeded right down here, the middle. This road is owned by the first property owner at the start of the street on the corner of Principale and Degrace, but there is a right-of-way for all the property owners on the street. You'll see that this is a right-of-way access to the beach. So there is a boat slip down here as well. It is all just rock. But give you an idea. High tide at the moment. Usually there's a lot more beach than this. The tide's up. Let's see. Beach there. And there is a big rock breakwater here as well, which is definitely some good value. So you're high up. Little stair pathway there to get to the house. And the property goes all the way to the telephone post, cuts across, and then goes all the way back behind the house into the water. It's about 3/4 of an acre. Do have a nice shed here that's in really good shape. I don't have the key to the shed, but good size. And there is a little shed built off of the garage here too. And I'll show you the inside of the garage towards the end of the tour when I walked from the house. That is a wood door in the garage. So the decking is pretty due to be replaced. You can see they replaced some of the boards, but a lot of soft spots on the deck. A lot of rotting wood. So that goes in your garage. That is an entryway into the house. This is the main door, and then we can access the apartment from the outside in the back, and I'll show you that as well. Under here is your drilled well. The roofing shingles are about 10 years old. There's some PVC windows, some wood. So some of the windows have been updated throughout the years. You'll see some older doors, some damage, wood trims that are starting to rot out. All the fascia in the house is all wood as well. So the windows on this side of the house have been replaced. All right, go in the main door. take the wide angle lens camera off, so I want to make it look bigger than what it is. There, give you a better view. This isn't real hardwood, it's just floating floor. This part was an extension of the original house. So this was built on in the early 2000s. And you do have a little patio door here as well going out to the front. That staircase leads up to the master loft or the master suite. There's a little door that you can close up there too to close it off. These are PVC windows here. This is a wood frame window on the west facing side, or east facing side, sorry. Propane fireplace, still functional, they're still using it. I would definitely get it inspected and looked at. Doesn't look like it's new by any chance, but place to put a TV maybe if you want above, and there is a thermostat for the fireplace here as well. So you can see how there must have been at one point, when this was the original home here, they had a patio door coming to the front, but they built an extension and they put another patio door here. So go up on the stairs. The stairs are a little wobbly, so I would definitely add some support underneath them or redo them. Here is the master. You do have a little tiny closet here. Shelving. These windows up here are PVC. Do have a little sink here, and on the other side of the wall you'll see there's a toilet. Interesting feature. This is a PVC window. The floors are a little bouncy up here too, so I don't know how well it was built, but it's been here since the early 2000s and it hasn't fell. But again, all stuff worth getting looked at. You can see that the wood here looks like it got wet at one point. It is a PVC window, so that might be from when the old window was there, because these were changed out throughout the years. Very warm up here with all the windows. There's no AC on this level. There is a mini split unit downstairs that provides heating and cooling in one of the rooms, but that's about it for AC. You'll see it's 27 degrees in here right now, but all the windows are closed up and it's an empty house. So beautiful view here though. Your septic's in the back where that grass is all green. That's your septic bed. Little toilet here, it's functional. You come over here, you have a little balcony. And you get a good view of the ocean here as well, and you can see like the roof shingles are about midlife. There's nothing peeling yet that I see. Same thing up here. Aluminum gutters on the house. You'll see a chimney over there. That there is a wood stove in the apartment that the tenants use. Down your balcony. All right. Sit on down. Duck your head when you're coming down here. All right, So just to give your bearings again, this is the living room here. Again, this is the front door of the house where you come in. Living room, master bedroom upstairs. Here you walk in, there is a good sized closet here for coats. And this would be your dining room. So yeah, all the heat in the house is electric baseboard heating. There is a wood stove on the tenant side, and there's a propane stove in the living room here. But there is also a ductless mini split that provides heating and cooling for this main level that's installed right here. So another patio door leading onto the deck. Good size deck as well. Again, though, some of the boards are, this one here is not as bad, but you can tell on the side here that some of the boards are rotten. So you would expect to need to replace those at some point. This one's an older window here. Kitchen, so the appliances are included. It is a propane stove, so running off the same propane system as the fireplace. There is 2 rental tanks outside, rented with Irving. These are just wood cupboards. Nothing fancy, but it can be painted. Older appliances. This here is a door between the primary residence and the apartment. There's a big sheet of insulation in between it right now, so I won't open that up, but I'll show it from the other side as well. There's a dishwasher as well. See all the textured ceilings and different levels and heights, because there's a lot of different extensions on this house. Just add it on. Washer and dryer, all are stackable. The big pantry here. And this is your washroom. See, it's a stand-up shower. Toilet. Quite dated. I mean, this would probably be an overhaul that you'd want to do. So there's also a door here that leads down the hallway. This will wrap around. I'll show you the bedroom first, but this is that small little kitchenette and bedroom that are down that way. And you do also have a bedroom here on the main floor. Good sized bedroom. So there's no real closet in this bedroom. There's some storage stuff here. This was being used as an office. So again, there would have been a closet at one time, but then they built on another extension over here with some that wraps around to the garage. You'll see there's a lot of scuff marks on the walls, like would need to be painted. And so in this hallway, that's that door that I just opened from the bathroom to show you. Here you have your electrical panel, 200 amp breaker panel. So the tenant does pay a very small rent. I believe it's only about $700, utilities included, but they are going to be moving out on possession, I think start of December. So opportunities there to do something else. Bunch of shelving here. Side. Closet. Closet here as well. All right, this opens up into this little kitchenette that you've probably seen in the pictures. So this extension was built on, this part of the house is not on a foundation. It's just on wood, it's just on blocks with a little skirting around it. So you can kind of feel the floor is not as sturdy as the main part of the house. And I'll give you a better view of the outside here after in our video of where the foundation stops and ends. But again, these appliances are included. I'm not sure their state, hasn't been used in a long time. So this would be kind of like the bedroom. You do have access to the water pump room here. So it is a drilled well. But I was advised by the tenants living in the apartment that there was previous times that they used to run out of water in the well. So what the homeowner did is basically they got this big jug here, this big barrel, and they put a floater system in it. So whenever no one's using the water, this here fills up completely. Floater stops the water whenever it reaches the top. And then they can go through this whole reservoir plus whatever's in the well. So, but just a good thing to note. Had a few clients that were, getting wells, like a new well priced out if they were to purchase this, just in case. So there is a UV ultraviolet light system for the water that sterilizes your water. It kills 99.9% of the bacteria. But the UV light does need to be replaced, the light bulb itself. So, it's a couple $100 to get that light bulb changed. You also have a door here that opens up into the backyard, and I'll show you that a little bit later. At one point, it looks like they've had some water damage here as well. It doesn't seem to be currently leaking, but something to note. Again, very minimal information on this home. One of the owners is deceased, and the other is in a care home with dementia, so just dealing with the family. Oh. This door, little entryway here, place for closet coats. And I'll just give you an idea where we are, because it's probably hard to follow along. We're back on that front porch here. So this is the entryway next to the garage. All right, this door here enters into the garage. There's not the greatest lighting in here now, some dead lights, but you do have like this little breezeway that leads into it. It's just a wood floor garage. There is electrical that runs out here as well. And that's that little shed over there that you can see from the side of the garage. There's a door leading outside. The garage itself has seen, better days. The floor is a little slopey, but it does feel solid. I would probably want to replace the door with something more weatherproof, seal it up, make sure there's no mice getting in here and stuff like that. But, it definitely seems salvageable, but could use some upkeep. Okay, back in that bedroom. This brings us back out to the kitchen. Now I'll go show you a bit more of the exterior from the back. Again, very rotten wood. Property line too is about right on this hedge here. And there is some electrical here. The tenant actually has. They have an electric vehicle that they charge here. So clothesline. So the apartment is this actually part of the original home. All this big tall part here on the left was an addition added on this way, and then the garage section was also another addition that way. But the original house was just this front part here, and it went also a little bit back there and into a square. The apartment does all have PVC windows. So the whole apartment and this section on the side is all on a block concrete foundation. And I'll show you where it goes just onto a block and pier type of system, not a full concrete foundation. So, but it's so nice. I love that it's elevated. You're never gonna have like too much impact from the storm. You're quite a ways up. This here has seen better days. It's a bunkhouse that they used to use, but you can see the floor is very warped. You know, very full of spider webs. I don't think anybody's been in here for a long time, but all this stuff is going to be staying here. So if someone wanted to fix it up or salvage it, it could be possible. These are the propane tanks that are rented. And again, the original house all on block foundation. And then when you get, this is the room with the water pump in it. That is just on block and pier. This whole side of the house here. See, there's no foundation. You can see this, you know, the extensions are piece after piece after piece that's just been added. If I were buying this, I would think that whole side with the garage and the extensions would be more of a gut job or tear down. I would keep the original house in that big extension, because you can see there's a lot of rotten wood, you know. But everything is fixable. That's the power meter. All this firewood will remain as well. The block foundation. Doesn't seem too bad. Haven't been able to find access to get underneath the foundation. I believe the tenant told me that it's underneath the deck. It's a place you can crawl in and get underneath it, but good job for an inspector. But I believe, yeah, because there's a little place you can open up this hatch here. I believe it's underneath the deck and you have to crawl under the house. But some damage to the siding up there a little bit. There's a crack here in the footing in the foundation as well. Nothing major. It's not quite normal with the frost and the movement, but okay, I'm just going to pause the video here, and then I will just go see if the tenant's home, and then I'll do a video of inside the apartment quickly. Apartment. Those living room area. And you go in here. So this is the bedroom number 1. It's a closet. And yeah, all PVC windows as well in the apartment. And it's nice because you do have view of the water. All right, and here's the wood stove. Now, that was installed by the owner, so for insurance purposes, you would normally need a wet certification. So, you know, if you do decide to offer in this place and get it inspected, I would suggest getting a wet certification at the same time. Just wouldn't cause any issues getting insurance in the place. Kitchen, wood cupboards. But this would make a super, super awesome Airbnb. That's the door that's in the kitchen in the main residence that goes through. This is bedroom number 2. Just using it as an office. The tenants just stepped outside for a second, so You have a closet back there. All digital thermostats on this side, which is nice. All right. Got some storage space. There's the hot water tanks here. And I believe this is the hot water tank for the full house. I didn't see one on the other side, so. And the bathroom. Again, the floor feels a little sloped in here. Laundry. And shower. Tub insert. Okay, so that finalizes the property. If you have any questions or anything, you can definitely reach out to me after you watch this video. Just try and give you a good view. There you have it. Thanks.